Welcome everybody to a tour of Dad's Server 1.17. They say Dad's Server. Really, this one was just me. Except, you see this beautiful little thing above the house? Dad did that. So, I think we should start the main house itself. You got the traditional magma block if you've watched the other ones, but you haven't. I'm the only one I've watched those. You know these, in a lot of houses you got all the necessary components and the storage system. Got a lot of items, right? Even got backup. Got the Shelmet, the greatest item in the game. I was touring this world earlier just to make sure I knew where everything was, and that was a fun little discovery. We also got some things. We got this mine down here. I can go all the way down. I'll say there's not too much. 1.17 was before the introduction of the deep slate layer below. It was just little patches, so that's why it only goes down that far. You got over here. We can go up all the way to the top. We can do that later though. And we'll close that up. Here we go. Here's where it gets exciting. Remember when these were a thing? Black carpet wasn't common. Usually some slab or something. These used to be how you did lights before lanterns and stuff and sea lanterns. All that fancy stuff existed. This was how the cool builders did lights. So I bought that back here. Here's the big world map. These are all max zoomed maps. I obviously didn't complete the square, or certainly not this whole thing, but I believe that I'm gonna switch to my. Yep, we got some lighting behind that. And here's the zoomed in map. I love how this looks. You can see the house is here. You see the giant square. That's what Dad built here. And we got some things over here. We'll explore those later. Like, what's this? What's this little cool shape here? That was a lot of terraforming to do. And I believe it's off the map, but there's some more stuff to the north up here. And here is when we ran out of room for the other storage. This is where we went. And as you can see, we got a lot of enchanted books. A lot of mending books. We do actually have a villager in this world. This might be the first world where we got a full villager trading setup going. It's exciting. A lot of beef. A lot of steak, that is. Because that used to be the main source of food. We had a cow pen. It got really laggy. So I decided to kill off the cows. Especially when... You think there's a lot of chests? This isn't a lot of chests. Oh, I also love orange side, blue side. It's supposed to help me remember, but honestly, this thing filled up really fast too. Like, you see all the ender pearls? Needed more space, so I tamed this cat this morning, by the way. This is an auto sorter. Every single item in the game, just about, goes in here. You got all the woods, all the different types. I will say there are no doors in here. I forgot to leave room for that. Oops. All the wool types. The villagers are nearby, that's why you can see all these cats around. All the wool types, all the animal, all the plants, everything. It's so nice. Like, you go mining, for example. You dump your shulker box of stuff in this chest. You can go down here if you want to see all the workings. Here's a shulker box unloader. Feeds everything into here. The empty shulker boxes end up in this chest. And everything gets dispensed into this water stream up here, which will go over and into the sorting system itself. This produces a ton of lag, I will say. Which is why I had to kill off some animals just to have the server still perform. But as you can see, since this was dug into a terracotta mountain, like the rest of the house, it produced a ton of the orange, the red, all the natural colored terracottas, basically. We have a lot of now, so what else? You also got a lot of browns, probably some white, yeah. It's a crazy amount if you know how rare white terracotta is in natural generation. We got all the sands, you'll see sand, sandstone we got a lot of as well. I assume I have a mining desert somewhere. All the colors of glass, all the black stones and prismarines and the dirts. It's so nice to have this. I have built multi-item storage systems, though I will say they do tend to break, I've noticed. Maybe I'm just building the wrong ones. Oh, forgot to eat. But seriously, it is so nice to have this sort of storage system. You got some random items we don't sort. I'm sure we sorted that. I guess I forgot it. Scoots, random items that I couldn't fit in here, unfortunately. Despite having 200 something, I believe, unique items sorted in here. So yeah, we got all that. We got the emeralds, some diamonds in here. All the nice stuff you like to see in your world. We have a gold farm somewhere. I gotta find that, actually. I'll probably edit that clip onto this once I do find the gold farm. So if we head out of the house, I also love how it's just expanded every time we needed a little bit more room. I just added something new to the house. We're going to sleep here because despite all the cats outside, I'm still a little bit worried about a creeper. That's actually why I have them. Because one time, you'll see when I enter the nether, I'll do that later. Creeper was right there, almost got me. So, ever since then, I've been leaving cats anywhere where I might exit a door or the like. So here's my villager station. You got all the beds. They produce their own food, so they're breeding up naturally. I like how you do. You can make villager breeders if you want, but this works just as well, I found. It's really nice. And here's the trading station. Hopefully, yep, these guys are all 1 paper for an emerald. It's a super nice system. If you want to cure them, you drop them down. I'm not going to kill this guy. He's nice and cheap. And you can, oh, I believe I have chests of quartz. I didn't show you in the storage system, but it's just so nice to have. Designed the system myself. It works really great. Yeah. And I believe somewhere, if you press this button, you get all the paper. Oh, there we go. It's going again. I believe that's enough to trade with all these guys once, which also gets you a nice amount of levels, gets me all my emeralds. And yep, that's how I get all my mending books, all my other books, all my quartz, and some other stuff. Probably some of the weird terracotta colors, easiest to get. Should I click on the wrong? There we go. And you see it's just enough to do 1 round of trading. It's also good for repairing the elytra up. Very nice. And you get, I believe this is fish and other stuff, which you can also use for trading. What do we have here? I forgot to explore this. This is new to me. Ooh, cactus farm. I didn't know we had one of these. I guess I need a green dye for something. Or maybe just cactus. Who knows? Over here, love having the elytra. I don't remember if I got this in the last world, the first world to have an elytra, but either way. Game changer. You cannot go back. This is my original house and enchantment station. You can see, I presume over here used to be some crafting tables. Oh no, down here actually. Mine, you can see this is what the house was. And I guess I'd run up and back, enchant, all the way to the grindstone. I don't know why I put them so far apart, but this was the OG house. Little starter base. I believe that is all for over on that side. So if we go over on this side, I'll check out probably here's the sheep pen. Just need some wool. I believe that's how I got all my netherite, was just shearing those sheep for some beds. Here is a super smelter. You can go back here, you turn this on, send some minecarts off, you can load them with chests, fuel, items to smelt, fuel, all that good stuff. You got the charcoal in here because we have a wood farm, so that's how we're getting our fuel source. You come back here, another entrance, I don't know why I have 2, but, and over here is the original sugarcane farm, which I used to get all my rockets, and also the, the filler items for the sorting system is actually renamed paper. And I accidentally broke it once by trying to sort them because I'm dumb. Up here we got the iron farm. That's how I got all the hoppers for the sorting system. This is what that square was on the map. It's nice, and having this lit up means that the iron golems won't be distracted targeting other mobs. They'll go straight in, go for the zombie, fall in the hole. It's a super slow iron farm, but the nice thing is, because it's with my base, this thing was running for the entire time I was building that storage system. As you can see, lots of iron. I believe we had I showed the chest earlier that is full of the iron blocks. So that was super nice to have. Over here, I'm going to start flying again. It's nice. We got carrot and potato farm. It's just used to level up farmers. Ooh, actually, I think I forgot something. This is just the tree farm for all the tree types I can't get with my other tree farm. Here we got the bees. So I needed a bunch of honey blocks for the aforementioned tree farm. So I got them. Yeah, it was really nice. Over here is the cool shape. I love how this looks on the map. It actually looks so epic. Is the animal pen. It's nice to have one of these niche worlds. I think this is one of the most underrated building things. You don't see this a lot, like on YouTube, for example. It's just decorating a nice animal pen. I think just the nature, the terraforming, just experience you can get. It's really nice. Plus, making sure the animals can't find ways to jump off high places and hurt themselves, which I'm sure they would love to do over here. Oops. Sorry, man. Down here, we have the axolotl pen. This used to be the axolotl and fish pen, before my dad learned very tragically that those two don't mix. This is the other thing he did build on this server. If we go out of this pen, if you go in, you're sort of stuck. So, good thing I have an elytra. You get the secondary sugarcane farm. I think I was running low on rockets. I don't remember why I built this. Oh no, paper. I was running low on paper to trade with the villagers. So I decided I need a bigger one. So I just spent a couple hours scaling up the other design. You got the glass walls, you can see. I don't think it's going to fire, unfortunately. It's still pretty slow, but works well enough to get all the paper that I need, certainly. I don't think Dad was trusting of the elytra at this point, so I'm the only person who's using the rockets, only person who's trading with the villagers. So, it's nice. I'm actually going to fly back here for a second. Just see the castle from afar. See, it's built around the tree farm, actually. I wanted to decorate it. It's a big, ugly thing. So even though it's not too close to the house, you can't really see it. There's a little candle stand outside. I think I was planning at some point to make a whole thing around, but I guess I never got to that. So I have a little something in my throat, it seems. And over here you see that this thing is a great producer of saplings and sticks. I'm pretty sure I've been throwing them out, but clearly not throwing enough out. Plenty of apples for golden apples for the villagers. You see up here, this leads up to the TNT duper, which is made of leaves apparently. And this thing is super fast. It's 10,000 logs an hour, I believe, for oak trees. Super nice to have. Blows it up. Oh, and I forgot about this. This is the moss farm, which I needed a lot of moss for something. And it's just really quick to build. Really easy. Generates the stone with a stone generator. And then, yep, pushes it out, turns it into moss. This is the bone meal. It feeds the tree farm. And once you turn it on, you just hold saplings in your hand. They'll get dispensed back to you by this thing, I believe, by this droplet here. You place the sapling, it'll get bone mealed, turns into a tree. These, whatchamacallit? Why can't I think of whetstone repeaters, that's what they're called. Power this, and push the logs out, and they'll get blown up on a cycle. It's super nice to use. It's been just obviously a lifesaver. You know, I don't want to cut down the trees for the thousands of chests I have in the storage system. I'm really surprised the game actually held up this well, given the abuse I am doing to it with the storage system and all. Over here. Come on, load in. We have the little fishing hut. Remember from a lot of the old Dad servers, this was a staple. I decided, what if I take this to the next level, make it a little bit bigger, a little bit fancier. So here we get a little glass floors. You can see the water underneath. Nice little bed stand and the lamp over to the side over here. Got our breakfast. I laughed so hard when I saw it for the first time. I'm glad I'm doing something unique in my builds, even if it's dumb things like that. Yeah. If you've been playing Minecraft for long enough, you recognize this computer design, probably with an iron pressure plate instead, but this used to be in every house. This used to be the fancy thing. Might not quite fit with the vibe. Probably does. Got the concrete walls. It's not quite as rustic as, you know, to the traditional wood frame builds. These are all barrels, by the way. This is a maxed out fishing rod, I believe. Yep. It's nice and fast. And over here you can see I imported a ton of tropical fish into the pond. I was hoping they'd spread out a bit. Unfortunately, they seem to... Oop. Whoa. Stay away from those guys. Seem to have clumped in a spot, and I believe there's some more over here. Yep. And also, you notice the sand, which covers the entire bottom. That was placed by hand. This was not a sand lake. I thought that would look best. Up here you got a little attic. It's undecorated. Probably need some work on that too, but again, I think it's the nice thing about Dad servers is, you know, you restart when you feel like it. You can look back on them. You can remember what you were doing when you did leave. There's always going to be unfinished projects. Just about enjoying playing. Oh, you see something over there, so I guess I should not forget to check out that. But yeah, as we fly away, I can show you this house from the outside. I like the roof. Nice slant. It goes in a couple directions. I think this was still gaining experience on building. You know, I'm definitely not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. We go up here to the mob farm. This is just the basic design. It doesn't even use any redstone. It's just mobs think trapdoors are full blocks, so they'll try to land on them. Oh, and over here we got a diamond chest plate from a zombie, I believe. Those are pretty rare. I'm excited to have that. I'm going to sleep again quickly, just while I'm here. No, I won't. Okay, I lied. While we're waiting, it usually takes a while to ramp up, but you can see you got some mobs here, you can kill them. And what happens is there's two modes. Here's the XP mode if you need some quick repairs. This is a way to do it often. Oh, the guy had thorns, screw him. But you can also drop them and the items in there. And just in case a mob has feather falling, these dripstone will actually still kill them. So it's a block with dripstone on top with a hopper minecart pushed in, which then feeds into the sorting system. Yep, for all the goodies. So as you can see, we got plenty of gunpowder for all the rockets we can need. We got the system, which we can use to, there's a cactus back here, I believe, to destroy any unwanted armor. I also forgot that I could have just used campfires instead of the dripstone. That doesn't matter. I think it's still a pretty cool system. I'm going to head over to the nether. So, this is why the cat started, because there was actually a creeper on the other side of this portal when I first walked in. So since then, I've had a cat here, just to give me a little bit of breathing room. First things first, this was actually the original path I used when I first came here to get down to the nether floor to explore, I guess. I believe, yes. I want to say yes. So you can see up here is a little bit high, so it's nice to have that. This is the lever that turns on the piglin bartering farm. This was such a bad design by me. 1 piglin per chamber, and I fed everything through the same hopper line. Like it's not like slime blocks pushing the items over a filter or anything. So it has a maximum speed of 2.5 items per second, which is why this is not a 6-second clock. This is like a 15-second clock or something, I don't know. Because I had to keep slowing it down, because the hoppers would get backed up. This farm is way slower. This is probably like 2 or 3 piglins efficiency at most. Even though I, spent the time getting 5 in there. But whatever. As long as you're willing to wait long enough in a little chamber here, you'll get all of the useless junk items you want. No, seriously though, there are a lot of good stuff. A lot of gravel, a lot of nether bricks, obsidian, crying obsidian. I mean, just a bunch of useless stuff. I do have an iron farm, so this isn't useful, but blackstone, huge. All of that gets sorted nicely, and it's really good to have. I think the next thing I'm going to go to is the Guardian farm. Got a nice little ice boat mode on the way. You got a little gap for the gas to shoot through if they're really accurate. And you want to go through this portal, not the next one, so you don't end up in the farm. We just got to see if we can actually find the farm itself. Here we go. Here's where my little building platform. This is where the nether portal used to be before I put the portals in for the farm. It's a nice place. This is my little home base when I was building, and as you can see, there's a bunch of, first of all, ink sacs. There we go. I should probably not be this close to Guardians. But if you go to the AFK platform up there, Guardians can only spawn above soul sand, which means that they will go up and be pushed by the flowing water into the portal, be transported to the nether, and there's a killing chamber and a ton of chests. I probably should have put it in a sorting system. Alright, so here we go. We got storage system. Nice and prismarine themed. Yeah, you got other things. I've taken out all the ink sacs and all the variable stuff, but basically, anything I need here. Gassed. Ignore him. Yep, keep all the mobs out from there. Here's the end portal and the ice farms that I just mentioned. Go over here, a nice chest with boats if you need. Alright. So, if you go up these stairs, I'm gonna fly because I can. I apparently should have bought a, rocket box with me. Yep, you need AFK here. Get all the ice you need. I can still sleep, actually. I'm gonna do that here because I regret not having done it earlier, but you can go down. Wait for the ice. This will prevent this middle line of water from freezing, so it'll always replenish the water automatically. It's a nice farm. It's really easy to build. You can actually do it with water logging, the water now, that I should have done, but oh well, didn't think of it. So you go to the nether, sorry. So I think this is the world where I accidentally spawned a wither, like, in the end, and I couldn't kill it, so I think I just loaded away from the island. So also, I found this earlier in the toy. This is very good I found it earlier, not now. There was a hole in this ice boat mode. I don't know how it got there. Maybe I was holding a pickaxe and accidentally clicked while on the boat. I don't know. So you gotta be careful. You can also fly over, which is what I usually do. Alright. I got some leftover XP here. You go down, you get all the chests of the ender pearls as well. This little ender pearl Ooh. Okay, there are apparently blocks there they can spawn on or teleport to. I should deal with that. Why are there blocks here? Why are there blocks here at all? These blocks aren't necessary, are they? I'm not going to touch that just in case, but you turn this on, it'll start yeeting the things into the void. There's a little ender killer sword. It doesn't have looting on it. It's just so annoying to have to deal with all of the ender pearls manually. I definitely, whenever I build this farm in the future, I'm making sure I build an automatic pearl yeeting system. But I forgot to, so here's my rocket box. Let's grab some more rockets. Here's my chest plate in case I need it. So that's the Enderman farm. And if we head back to the Nether portal, we actually get this little minecart track. And this tunnel, designed to look like an overworld cave. Now, put some thought into it, so you can go through. And go through this. I really like the mine track theme. It's something that's, I mean, nobody's really ever used the minecarts for traveling, but just the idea of having a minecart track in your base has always been a cool one. Very 2013 Minecraft. You go through, see all the ores in the walls, and I spent at least a little bit of time spamming blocks to texture it. And here we get this cave. This was dug out by hand. As you can see, this wall's totally flat. I think this is a project I was working on last. So like this wall, I've textured, I've made sure it sort of flows into the ceiling. The ceiling also had yet to be properly textured and done, but so this wall was the next project, which I never completed, obviously. So just for reference, most of the stone I took back to my base, and this is still what's left here. Just these chests and chests of just blocks and items which I got, including a notch apple, so that's cool. So yeah, we got all the things you need, or not all the things you need, all the things you got from this, and all the building materials I was using. There was an amethyst here, which I cleared out, which is how I got all that. More wood. Some sea lanterns, which I believe I used along the edge of that or something. Basically, when I needed a block, I wanted to have it here instead of, oh, there we go. Instead of having to go all the way back to the house. Of course, I did forget a lot of things. So I ended up going back a lot too, but here we got this cool little stalagmite, stalactite forming, meeting in the middle thing. I don't know what to call it, but it's cool. Over here, we have, oh no, I'm bad. You throw in a gold ingot, has to be a golden ingot, I believe, if I did the redstone correctly. If me, 3 years ago, did the redstone correctly, or however long ago 1.17 came out. Oh, geez, maybe like, this is Dead Silver 20, yeah, 3 years ago. You get the gold ingot back, comes up through this water stream. And I believe this room was supposed to be like a showcase of wealth. Like there'd be like a pile of gold down here, something like that. And the ceiling would be higher, but in the end, I guess I put that off to work on other projects in this little cave. And here's something cool. While I was digging out this cave, I think there was this other like little path that led to this dungeon here. And of course, you gotta keep the spawner. It's a super cool decoration. It's lit up, so nothing's ever gonna spawn. And this is, you know, I gotta work on that as well. That's just natural cave, actually. So, all that. But this cave is basically hand-built. Here we got the nice little decorational, what are these things called? Beetroot farms. There we go. Nobody ever uses them. Purely decorational. You got the flower field. You can look at it from the top. Looks nice and pretty. You got the wheat fields. This is all just decorative, of course, but it's building project I really liked. I think I was planning to have a house in this corner here. Like it was just some farmer who for some reason moved underground. I really like the vibe. And having this ravine that I discovered go all the way around to just be natural terrain and just like a glass wall. I don't know. I really like how it feels, how it looks. So really happy with this build. Actually, one time one of my younger brother's friends came over actually. And this is the biggest compliment I've ever gotten. He's wrong, of course, but he said that after seeing this that I should try to be on Hermitcraft. And I just think that was great. I've never felt more confident in my building. However, looking back on this, I think I needed a little bit more polishing before Hermitcraft accepts me. Plus, you know, a successful YouTube channel and friends with members. Ooh. Whoa, secret room. Empty secret room, but secret room anyway. So here we go. We have a little tree in the lake. Again, this is why the ceiling needs to be higher. You can see it hits right up against it. I think we have some fish in here. Yeah, hello, fishies. They're not quite as clumped as the one in the other pond, and that's just about it. We got a lot of building materials, a lot of building, and a lot of things I still had to do, which I never quite finished up. Oh, that used to be in my ender chest. You can also fly through this tunnel if you're good enough. Let's see if I'm good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm about to die. Why am I still flying? Hey, there we go. Didn't even die. Easy dubs. I think that's about it for this world, except there was a gold farm somewhere. Alright, so as you can see, I'm back, and I found the portal. Fortunately, I can keep a spreadsheet of all the, sorry about that, locations in this world, so eventually I did find it, and you go up here, and what design is this? So I'm assuming, yeah, you got the AFK platform up there, and you got all the turtle eggs in the middle. They think they can walk over the trapdoors, they cannot, so end up falling down. I feather falling, let's go. To their deaths here. From here, you have these hoppers, which split 4 ways. Got this little dispenser here, which activates whenever there's rotten flesh in it, so the soldiers will pull out the gold nugget, the rotten flesh gets thrown away. And you can see the chests are pretty empty, but it's at least good enough that if you AFK for a long time, I got a couple double chests. Seriously though, if you were building a gold farm, just do a Mango's design. Gives XP, it's way faster, it's better. But yeah, that's it for this world, so if you've made it to the end here, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you on the next toy. Whatever world that may be. Bye.